Nobody was a damn good movie. Like, I knew that it would be good from watching the trailers. This is one I didn't do a reaction to, and I wish I had, because it took me very much by surprise when I watched the original Red Band and Green Band trailers. Looking at the show, the movie itself, it was John Wick-esque, reminiscent of Eraser with Denzel Washington. It's just the level of seriousness was mixed between those two, and then you have a lot of comedic effect in there as well. I thought the movie was great most of the way through. There was a lot of intrigue created by RZA's character. Spoilers, by the way, I don't know if you knew, but RZA is in this movie, and I like the role he plays up until the end. Christopher Lloyd is also in this movie. I was so excited to see Christopher Lloyd in the nursing home. It was great to see. I enjoyed his role, and I enjoyed everything he did up to a certain point. And the movie was very believable and grounded up to a certain point. And when you get to that point where it's no longer believable, I would have to just go ahead and say it at this point, is the final gun battle. For me, the presence of Christopher Lloyd in that battle was too much. The presence of RZA, like as heavily as he was present in that, was to me too much. It took me out of, and not the whole thing. There was, specific parts of that took me out of the experience of watching the movie, and it made me kind of realize, like, okay, we have stepped beyond the boundaries of reality at this point. We are now in action comedy movie territory here. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. It just was like, we went from being believable CIA action movie badass to cartoony, zany, totally unbelievable CIA operative badass movie. Like, it added an element to the end that I didn't all the way enjoy. But I think it was very well written, very well written up until that point. I liked the character, how he really seemed, Hutch is his name, felt so willing to adapt to this life that he was willing even to allow himself to be robbed. Like, I'm just gonna let this happen because I don't want to hit that switch. But when he hits the switch, it's like something comes alive and he can't shut it down. And that was very entertaining to see the whole way through. And it wasn't until you take Christopher Lloyd out of the nursing home and put him in the middle of that gunfight, it's like, this feels wrong. RZA, great on the phone. First few shots that he showed up in the final gun battle, I was like, ooh, good stuff. But there's a part, and I think anybody who's seen the movie so far, you'll know which part I'm talking about, when they all kind of group up and it's like, I feel like people should be getting shot here. Like, multiple people should die if we continuing down the path that we've continued down. Because again, John Wick levels of hand to hand, but the realism in it is that our main character got beat up quite a bit in this movie. He got knocked around. Unlike John Wick, unlike Denzel in the Eraser films. So the realism was there, and again, all the way up to that point at the end, and it was like, we were so real. It was so believable up until here. So, not a bad movie though. I would probably give it a strong 7. Borderline 8, save for that final gun battle. Everything else to me was magnificent. Very good, very well, very fun movie. Now again, not on the same levels as, like a Judas and the Black Messiah, a Ma Rainey, something like that. Absolutely not. But for a summer fun action movie, action comedy, extremely well done, extremely likable. There were some things outside of that final scene, like the wife, we don't know how much, it was so ambiguous about how much she knew or didn't know about her husband's life. That could have been done better, but that's very small. I like the movie. I like the movie a lot. Wouldn't mind putting it on again in the background. If it wasn't so hard R, it could definitely play in the background, but being what it was very good.